Alright, what's up? I'm gonna go ahead and say thank you to Acreon and I think it's Rambo Arminius. Those are the only two new subscribers I can see, so thank y'all. But I'm gonna keep on the train that I was riding last video and help out the new guys a bit. I want to basically help, like, us veterans make a lot of jokes. We make a lot of jokes about the lore and everything, and they basically just sum up a lot instead of actually telling what is happening, right? So I want to help with those misconceptions. I want to help people understand, like, when a veteran makes a joke, you get it. You don't just look at him and you're like, oh, yeah, that's totally part of the lore. And then you end up going and saying it, and then a veteran jumps your ass. So, we'll go ahead and get into it. It's going to be a pretty short video, but, you know, it'll be alright. Alright.
What? It's just an ordinary crabby...
Alright, Emperor's Children. Where to start with this one? Alright, so I think the biggest problem with this one is that a lot of newbies like to think that these guys are just fucking everything. And to be honest, sometimes, but most of the time, they are so far down this pleasure line that we don't even fucking understand. They are so far above our comprehension of pleasure. Like, we just can't understand. Like, there's a story, I think it was Treacherous Marines, look it up if you need to. There's a story of I think it was a noise marine, who was getting his little sick kicks. He was getting them off by torturing these two twins. The two twins were constantly holding each other so they could feel like some sense of, you know, maybe I won't die in this fucking hell pit. But the noise marine notices this, so he proceeds to fucking cut their arms off so they can no longer hold each other. Yeah. These guys are fucking assholes, but they're just so far above it. That's just what you get for worshiping Slaanesh.
Hi, I'm very ugly, but you should enjoy the movie anyway.
Alright, I don't think it takes a lot to know that Nurgle isn't exactly the nicest guy on the planet. But if you had to choose a Chaos God, he would probably be the best one. That doesn't mean he cares for his followers, he's just a lot more welcoming. More or less because you are carrying around the diseases and, well, misery that he makes. If he could sacrifice you to further his disease and misery, he absolutely would. In a heartbeat, he would do that. But if he could further his goals with only using, like, these mindless poxwalkers, he would never even get followers at all. But then again, Typhus is badass, so I can understand why he has followers in the first place.
Ow. Oh, there's a man standing on the bridge.
What?
Yes, he looks like, look at that.
His name is Mac.
No, we don't know his name. It looks like he may commit suicide. Suicide is badass.
Alright, I feel like this one is mostly our fault for making all the memes about it. But, and even though I do love the memes from it, they are pretty untrue. The Kriegsman, while yes, they're not afraid to die, they aren't necessarily suicidal. They live to serve and die for the emperor, right? Like, big emphasis on that serve part. Kriegsmen are actually masters at close quarters combat and trench warfare, often being able to take on multiple traitor guardsmen by themselves. But the fact that they're suicidal stems from the fact that they just believe they are instruments meant to be used and tossed. They don't ever really care for their lives. If a commissar told them to charge a trench that there was no way for them to take, they would charge it immediately, without hesitation. If there's a fortress you need taking, you better believe that every able-bodied Kriegsman is going to do his best to complete the objective. And if he dies completing the objective, he dies in the service of the Emperor, which he hopes will allow him to be forgiven for his planet's past sins against the Imperium and the Emperor. You know, doing some research for this video, I found out that Kriegsmen have medics. Can you imagine a more useless job? Like, I don't think those guys are ever going to need a medic ever.
May I help you?
We'll be asking the questions, old man. Who are you?
You.
No, not me, you.
Yes, I am you.
Just answer the damn questions. Who are you?
I have told you.
Are you deaf?
No, you is blind.
I'm not blind, you blind.
That is what I just said.
You just said what?
I did not say what. I said you.
That's what I'm asking you.
Okay, now it's the Alpha Legion being traitor or loyalist, and honestly, no one knows the answer. This is the one meme that literally started because everyone was so fucking confused. Because, I mean, they're often seen doing both traitorous and loyalist acts all the fucking time. It's strange, but I think you could probably get away with saying that they're traitors more out of necessity more than they actually want to be. I couldn't tell you the whole story, but the gist is basically the Alpha Legion had two choices: join Chaos and the Imperium dies, but Chaos eventually gets wiped out, or join Imperium and Chaos eventually wins, but they remain loyalist. This ended up being wrong, so they joined Horus for nothing, it looked like. But we don't know if they've gone full traitor or loyalist, or if they're even both, but I like to think that they're loyalists, and so Megon and Alfarius, they both have bald heads, and that reminds me of Horus. And I miss when Horus was loyal. The good old days. Alright, well, it's been a wild few days. 3 days ago I posted that video, now it's got like, what, 580 views, I want to say? Huh. A little crazy. I'm not gonna let the numbers get to my head, though. Yeah, but thank you, though. I really appreciate it. I'm glad someone likes hearing me talk about Warhammer, because I fucking love Warhammer. It's so awesome. But yeah, the next video I was gonna do some Warhammer game ideas, and I was wondering if y'all have thought of any or anything like that. You know, get in the comments. Let me know. I wanna talk with y'all. But yeah, besides that, it was pretty cool making this video, especially after the last one blew up. Hopefully I can keep this train going. I don't want to disappoint anyone. But yeah. Thank you to all the new people who subscribe. Thank you for even looking at my video. That's real sweet of y'all. Y'all have a nice day. I really appreciate it. Bye-bye.